Hello lovelies, and welcome to Light Language with Louise for this upcoming new moon in Libra on October 16th or 17th, depending on where you are on our beautiful planet. And this new moon in Libra, well, Libra is always inviting us into relationship, looking for where we can find that harmony and equality. And at the same time, we also have Mars retrograde in Aries opposing this moon, and Mars is very much about our individual spirit and our true nature. So we still have that kind of push-pull between how do we be ourselves in relationship to others, how do we also discover more of ourselves in relationship with others. It's in that mirror of relationship that we often get to discover. Quite often it's those unresolved aspects of ourselves that still need to be healed up, that are getting triggered in relationship. And so that can be a beautiful sacred mirror for us to discover more about ourselves and our true nature and what we need to heal up so that we can really be and live that authenticity in the world. We also have Mercury retrograde this month, and that Mercury in Scorpio. Scorpio is that deep dive, also that looking under the surface. And, Mercury as that communicator is going to be, asking some questions and inviting you to look beneath and dive a little deeper and see what's there for you at this time. As we're coming into this last quarter of the year of 2020, it's really a time of starting to really birth those new paradigms. We've still got all of those planets in Capricorn, Saturn and Pluto, really representing that old world order that is changing, Pluto bringing that transformation. And so we're all now in this place of birthing the new, and that takes some work for us to really work on ourselves, really have a good look at what's the newness of ourselves that we want to be taking forward. What is it we want to be creating for ourselves and for others out of our authenticity, out of our true nature? How do we become more of ourselves as we step into this brave new world that we're all creating together? And I know I talk about that a lot, but really you being true to yourself is the greatest gift that you can give to others, right? And also remembering that we are in the process of really coming into a collective consciousness where we're all bringing something unique and individual to the table, right? And this is a really important part about relationship. It's about knowing, what's yours to bring to the table. Where can you respect others as well? How can you, at this time particularly, maybe looking at your intimate relationships and the dynamics of those. How are they working? Are you showing up authentically? Do you need to look a little deeper at the dynamics of those relationships? How are you able to give that other person space to really evolve and grow into who they are, right? We're at a time when, people are really doing that deep reflective work, and there's also a wonderful energy of transformation here on the planet. So this new moon period might feel a little rocky. Later on, as we get into November, there can be a bit more of that energy of actually, getting out there and creating again and making things happen. But I really invite you to use this time for that reflection about your relationship with yourself, your relationship with others, your relationship with authority, right? Really looking deep and being prepared to do the deep work and hold yourself with compassion through that. So as always, I'm going to ask for a light language transmission to support us at this time. And I'm really feeling for, us to be brought into right relationship with ourselves and with others, right? To really find that comfort in being ourselves and being with others, that ease in being able to honor and follow our own dreams while also being able to respect the dreams of others and nurture that collective dream together. So you're also free to set a personal intention and trusting that the light language frequencies coming through are directed by your higher self in the highest for you at this time. And we also ask that all of creation, all beings, receive these healing frequencies today. So taking a deep breath, feeling your feet connected to the earth, giving thanks and opening up to receive the frequencies now. Numari kaputa barakachet ititono sobrabala kuma iratar kuma sabrabat ut in ich irasor amar kota barakite morcocheta arsar inga brasoraro I tatar kuma asap yakaro la passamoni verti parasut ich arkotamar o ak I raanoso le I arkot amasa te ki porkotana mosur uch lar in imar kota pa seprokotani ria to seprokonachi por ot raap ok omasar ot im. Taking a deep breath. And what was kind of coming through there is interesting because it came up also in a session with a client today, was around this real balance between our masculine and our feminine energies, right? Between that inner and outer, you know, the reflection and the intuition and the outer expression and the action, and that, you know, feeling the support of both of those aspects of yourself really working together, you know, spiraling together. That's what we're coming into. We're coming into that a time of balance and co-creation and cooperation. And so that means you need to come into right relationship with yourself, and right relationship between those parts of yourself, you know, that active thinking nature that creates structure, that which in its best expression is protecting and holding you, right, and creating the structures through which your intuitive, feminine, creative side can flow, right? So those energies need to work together. And of course, we're moving out of a time when, you know, that distorted masculine has repressed that. You know, we've lost touch with our hearts. We've lost touch with that sense of oneness and harmony and tending and taking care of one another and taking care of the planet. And we've been in that distorted patriarchal energy for so long now, but of course that's what's starting to shift, and you can really contribute to that by really finding this right relationship within yourself. And so on a daily basis, that can really be just, you know, tapping in and tuning in. You know, do I need to be in stillness or in movement? You know, do I need to be in my mind or my heart right now? And how can I serve the impulses of my heart through my mind, through my physical actions in the world? And then also, you know, trusting the times that you need to be inward, that you need to be in that more of that yin space, that reflective, that intuitive space, right? And I'd invite you to consider that this time, this new moon, is a time to go a little bit deeper within. Just drop in, plant those new seeds so that you can then naturally move into that more active space when it comes up to the full moon time, and then up to the next month as well, because it could take a whole cycle for these things to come to fruition, right, and to birth into the world. So thank you as always for joining me. I look forward to seeing you in a couple of weeks for the full moon in Taurus, which is actually our third moon in October. So that'll be a blue moon. And this current moon in Libra is a super moon, so close to the earth, so you could be feeling these energies. So yeah, be kind to yourself always, be compassionate, and feel free to share your comments, your likes. Thank you to those who subscribe, and feel free to share with anyone else you think might resonate. Have a beautiful couple of weeks and enjoy this moon. Namaste.